right, it's the rundown, August 11. Also, the Balls' birthday. Happy birthday, Glenny Balls.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you, General.
Get it cooking.
Appreciate
Get it cooking. He is disowning Cuomo, but we're getting to that later. Nice little birthday present. This rundown's brought to you by Showtime Pay-Per-View and Most Valuable Promotions presents Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, a 5-fight pay-per-view event in Jake Paul's hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. The professional boxing card will take place on Sunday, August 29th. The action-packed pay-per-view telecast will be produced and distributed by Showtime Pay-Per-View, beginning live at a special time of 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. The main event will feature renowned content creator and undefeated pro boxer Jake, the Problem Child Paul, and former UFC champion Tyron, the Chosen One Woodley. Tickets are on sale now and can be purchased at RocketMortgageFieldhouse.com. Order now, go to the Showtime app, or Showtime.com/PPV. Watch the live event on any supported device. The event is also available via all major cable, satellite, telco, pay-per-view providers for $59.99. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, live on pay-per-view Sunday, August 29th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Go to Showtime.com/PPV to order now.
I watched the stream as well.
On the simpler matters, Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer, Ross and Rachel, are they dating balls?
I would just like to clarify, these is absolute fake news, but let's pretend it's not for a second. Unbelievable. How about that? It was all throughout Twitter yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I was thinking maybe celebrity couples that I'd love to see together. Before that, maybe Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, but the Sandman's been happily married for 20 years, so I can't wish that. But, I mean, those two on camera, unbelievable. Wedding Singer, fucking blended, 51st Dates, amazing. But, I mean, the number one of all time has got to be Aniston and Schwimmer. It would be amazing. It was fantastic to see on Twitter yesterday, but it came out today. Both their representatives denied that it was not the case. So
I was going to say, if it can happen to
they were
Ashton Kutcher and Mina, that's...
They were trying to play it up at the Friends Reunion. They kept saying how they were, I think they was kind of lying, and they kept saying how they were crushing on each other, they loved each other on the show, but they put all their pent-up love for each other into the show, and they never fucking made out outside of that, which I thought was stupid. If they wanted to get together, they could have gotten together in 1994.
Let's call it what it is. That'd be a pretty big downgrade for Jennifer Aniston. But, however, a huge glow-up for David Schwimmer, who last year, if you recall, was caught stealing how many, like, Four Locos or whatever he was carrying out
that was
convenience
fake.
store?
That wasn't.
I know.
I mean, I don't think.
I didn't hear about that.
I don't think Schwimmer is like a bad-looking guy.
Look it up.
Casey, you think David Schwimmer, like Friends, David Schwimmer is a bad-looking guy?
He's not a bad-looking guy.
I think he's a good-looking guy.
But he's an average-looking guy, but he doesn't have like the best personality. He's very Magoo.
He's not ugly, but he's not hot either.
I could see being hot.
Balls.
I think he's better looking than Matthew Perry.
Oh, I don't think so. That's not true.
You think Matthew Perry's better looking than?
I think
nowadays,
so.
Nowadays, no way. I'm saying friends-wise.
Friends-wise, yeah. I
Really?
would say, yeah.
Interesting.
And then Joey's just.
Joey's definitely the hottest. Joey's a hot guy.
So it was a good birthday present. If
It was pretty.
real,
It
but
was
it's
pretty
not
exciting
real.
to see. I would have been a basic bitch freaking out over it. You know, could have been like, oh, he's her lobster. You know, I'm a Friends super fan. He's her lobster.
Allegedly.
Ask me a question right now, bitch.
I'm not a Friends guy. I wouldn't know a question that could possibly stump you. Tommy, you got a Friends question?
Friends question?
Yeah.
That would stump him? No.
Yeah. Who was the cop on Friends who got dumped from Phoebe that may or may not had an STD?
I will not say his name, but he shot a bird, and that's why Phoebe and him broke up.
Bad person.
Who was the girl that was dating Joey and then Chandler hooked up with her?
Kathy. She lives in Chicago. Joey put Chandler in a box after she left because Chandler kissed him without his permission. After Joey got stuck on another date.
He's legit.
Google has released an email, privately I assume, slashing salaries of people coming to, choosing to work from home by 15%. Donnie, you're a big work from not the office
I enjoy
guy.
working from home. I don't know why the company cares. I think like you should have certain goals you have to meet, and if you're getting all that work done from home, then what does it matter if you're doing it from home or if you're doing it from the office? I mean, we're back in the office pretty early, but that's because like some of what we do has to be done here. But it's like, I don't know. They're probably just pissed because they have a gigantic fucking office that no one's using, and they're like, well, if we're going to be paying rent for this, you guys better be coming in.
What's the exchange rate from here to China? Is it pretty
6 to 1, I think.
6 to 1? So
Yeah.
you live like a king in China, kind of.
Not anymore, really. It's getting more expensive. I mean, I lived in Shanghai. It's like the most expensive Chinese city, but.
Okay, and what's
Yeah.
the exchange rate from here to Mama Balls' basement?
I don't really know what that means. It's all America.
That means it doesn't matter how much money it works.
Okay.
Okay, it's all
Yeah.
American.
I know. I mean, we can have fun in this office, but I have a lot of friends, and they've been able to work from home for the past year. They absolutely love it, and they're dreading the fact that pretty soon the companies are going to be like, you got to come back in. Like right now, they're just lying to their employers, and they're being like, oh, I'm worried about the Delta. I can't come back in, which they're not, but they just don't want to have to be waking up and
Yeah,
commuting every day.
This job is one thing because it's not real life. It's fantasy land.
Yeah.
Like, if we have to come into the office, we're going to come into the office and just make it happen. But if I
Yeah.
was working a cube job for Joe Schmo and the man,
Yeah.
and was forced to come back in the office rather than not waking up and putting on pants until noon
Yeah.
and basically lounging around all day doing the minimal, no.
But it's not even the minimal one. All my friends, very boring accountants. A lot of them are accountants for all the big four, whatevers. They do the same amount of work at home or in the office. So like Donnie just said, they're kind of mad. Like fucking EY just bought a huge new building over here in Hudson Yards and fucking no one's using it. But if I was a accountant sitting at home, why the fuck would I want to come in? It makes no sense. If I'm getting the same amount of work, then what the fuck is the difference?
Balls had the greatest work from home scenario out of anybody in history, and that's not even including the hot tub at night. We would be on the Cousins at 9 a.m. during the pandemic. Balls would wake up at 8:59, 30 seconds,
1,000%.
roll over, turn on his laptop, and be on the Cousins.
100,000%. I had an alarm set at 8:55.
I
You
mean,
could have
yeah.
done the same.
Theoretically, yes.
I was there at 9 a.m. Was I not there
You
at
were
9
there
a.m.?
at 9 a.m. You were ready to go. I mean, physically, yes. Everything else maybe took a little bit. Last topic. Seems like the Italians are disowning Cuomo. Is this another birthday present for you, or?
It's not a birthday present. I mean, yeah, it was covered, not the cover of the Post, but NewYorkPost.com. They said that Italians are disowning Cuomo, and I guess he's kind of disowned. Tommy, you got anything on that?
I mean, yeah, he's
That
out.
word- he's out. He's officially out.
This is
He's
like
out
the
of the
race
trial.
draft, like Chappelle show. He's kicked off
He's
the
gone.
Italians.
He's a free agent, so he's out. I think Chris is probably not.
Who's
too
going
far
to pick
out.
him up?
He's out too. Chris is out
Yeah,
too.
Chris, you could take Chris too. So yeah, the whole Cuomo family is kind of out. What do you?
I mean, Smitty, do you think he makes a solid point? Like, I'm not a pervert, I'm Italian. Like, are your extremely Italian friends very handsy?
And I am mostly Italian, and there are a lot of stereotypes that are true with that, but not perverted handsy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like-
yeah.
Happy handsy.
I will definitely confirm though he's out of the tribe. There were
Okay.
I can't even tell you how many Instagram stories I saw of paisans I know from home yesterday.
Not
It was Frank Vincent and Goodfellas saying instead of go and get your shine box, go and get your dad's name off the Tappan Zee Bridge. So they're all the Cuomos are out.
Well, who's
Yeah.
who's the czar of the Italians right now? Who
The
do you look
czar?
up to besides the Pope, I guess?
Anthony Rizzo.
Seriously, who's number one? Who's alive still?
An Italian that I.
I mean, the Pope's not even Italian.
De Niro, but the
De Niro's
hardcore
half
Italians
Irish.
don't love it.
Yeah.
Don't love it, De Niro.
Exactly. De Niro can't be made.
Yeah, you got to find someone who's full Italian.
Oh, that's tough. Who is our current
Who's
czar?
who's the coolest Italian out right
I mean,
now?
Gandolfini, obviously, R.I.P.
RIP. He would be number one until in a time. That's tough.
It's tough. It
gotta
might
be.
It might honestly be someone like the Situation.
I don't know if it's a Jersey Shore person.
Pauly
You don't
D.
think
maybe.
Pauly D?
Could
It would be
like
Pauly
Maria,
D over the
honestly.
It
situation.
could be Maria. Queen of the-
Maria's like a fucking the girl boss in Italy in Sopranos. Yeah, might be Maria.
Queen of the Italianos. Speaking of
Uh,
Maria,
Lady Gaga.
is she Italian?
Yeah.
Stephanie Germanotta.
Really?
Yeah.
You know she was actually in an episode of Sopranos.
Did not know that.
Fun fact. Yeah, she was.
Good for Lady Gaga.
Yeah, she's had quite the career.
Yeah,
Represent.
and now she's playing one of the Gucci's in that new movie coming out. House of Gucci?
House of Gucci.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Woodstock '99 doc? Did they talk about that yesterday?
I did not.
Oh.
Oh.
We got an ad? Or what?
Making people feel safe is what Simply Safe has done. has been doing ever since that moment 15 years ago. A passion to protect people not only drives every engineering detail in its products, but it motivates every interaction with its customers. And the thing is, Simply Safe just makes it so easy. It takes about 2 minutes to customize the system on their website, simplysafe.com/rundown. Simply Safe has highly trained experts ready whenever you need them, whether that's during a fire, a burglary, a medical emergency, or even just when you're setting up the system. There's always someone there who has your back to keep you safe and make sure you feel safe. As my listener, you can save 20% on your Simply Safe security system and get your first month free when you sign up for interactive monitoring service. Just visit simplysafe.com/rundown to customize your system and start protecting your home and family. That's simplysafe.com/rundown.
One second. So you didn't watch that. Did you watch the Woodstock 99 doc?
I have not.
Well, can I just say one crazy thing? Because yesterday was like the #1 blog all day. Dante blogged about it. He wrote a huge blog about it. I don't want to drop any spoilers, but Woodstock 99 was a goddamn shit show. One of the most absurd things I've ever seen. You guys, I guess, had to experience this at some point in your life. So there was 350,000 people in an Air Force base in upstate New York, and they had people finding stations. So there were no cell phones, so there was literally a thing called People Finder, where you could take like an index card and write a note, being like, meet me here, because they said you just walked in and lost everybody. There was phones, there was Post-it notes, there was index cards, and it was literally the People Finding Station. Is that not fucking crazy?
Wait, so in '99, did people not have cell phones back then, or
Not
Did
most
you?
of the people there. They were like 17-year-olds at this festival.
Okay,
There was
yeah.
350,000 of them at an Air Force base, so everyone lost each other.
Jesus.
As soon as they got there, there was literally a People Finding Station.
Yeah, you
that
gotta
not nuts?
figure. That was still kind of like pre-internet,
Yeah.
or really what we knew what was going on in the internet. I mean, what was your
Yeah.
first Nokia? Mine wasn't until like 2003, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing in 1999, but yeah, I didn't have a cell phone. But I also wasn't going to Woodstock 99 at that age.
You know who is going places?
Who?
Tyler O'Day, with the
Yes.
after show. We're going to get him here.
Yeah.
And we said it's Balls' birthday. It's amazing. Rhea posted a photo of you two from 5 years ago in which
10
you
years
look.
ago.
Oh, that was 10 years ago?
With me in the Giants and Rangers hat?
No, 5 years ago because it was in the Barstool office.
Yeah,
so it
yeah,
must
it
have been
was
when we
5
first
years. That was
looking at
5 years
But
ago,
it
yeah.
looked like you two were 11 and 15 years old. But that was only 5 years ago. And also, when the Glenny Ball, the greatest party that never happened, was canceled. How did that start up again? Your 21st birthday?
Bubbly Gang.
So Bubbly Gang, I got hired at Barstool when I did just turn 20, so my birthday is today. I got hired September 16th when I turned 20, so it was a month to turn 20. And we kept saying they're gonna throw me a huge birthday party, 21st birthday. We made it the Glenny Ball. It was gonna be a massive house in the Hamptons. We had the house. We visited in April. It was fucking insane. And me and Maria were given by Tommy. We're given the the keys to the Barstool main account and invited
Only like
a
4
lot of
million
celebrities.
followers at that point.
pretty much every celebrity that followed the account. So we invited Adam Sandler, we invited Seth Rogen, we invited David Wells, Mo Vaughn, Baron Davis. You got any other ones, Tommy?
Kevin James, did you say?
Kevin James, maybe.
Tyler just said that they're all still in there.
I
All
would
the
love to look
DMs
at
are
that.
still. We
I
should
should write a
look
blog.
at it.
Can-
Because I was like doing social media intern at the time, and I remember guys was like, oh yeah, like just help Glenny Maria, whatever. And Glenny Maria gave me this list of celebrities to DM, and I remember thinking to myself like, this just can't be right. Like, there's no way we're supposed to be inviting like Mo Vaughn to this party via the Barstool Sports camp. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be a rat. I'm just going to do what I'm told. And it ended up not being the
If
correct
Mo
thing
Vaughn
to
would have
do,
been there, it would have
obviously.
been what a banger.
Were there any actual yeses?
There was a few
There were a
yeses.
few.
I remember specifically.
Can we dox them?
I remember specifically I got from Bill Burr, can't make it, happy birthday though, GB. That was pretty big. But nonetheless,
blessing.
and then eventually we went to work. I went to work the day of my birthday. It was going to be that Saturday. And thank God Dave canceled it because it would have been such a fucking shit show.
Oh, it would have been a mess.
It
Because
was-
you not only invited every celebrity, you slid into the DMs of every single girl in the tri-state area wearing like a Mets hat.
And then Dave also, they said Dave with the Saratoga, I think. So many people came up to him like, oh, you're going to this party, you're going to this party. He was like, what is this party? So there would have been like 2,000 people probably in this house in the quiet town of the Hamptons. It would have been very, very bad.
Who was
So
going to
thank you,
pay
Dave,
for the
canceling
house?
that.
Like, did Lewis find
It was-
a
it was-
I
it
think
was-
the
brand to
Bubbly Gang
sponsor
had
the party?
sponsorships ready
Yeah, I
to
don't
roll,
really-
but I
Yeah.
don't think the Hamptons were ready for
There's
that.
also a video invite that we made at the house. I got to find where that is.
Yeah, and not only that, like we just moved to New York. We all kind of assumed that everything was kind of close, And when we were setting up for the Glenny Ball, I remember Riggs and I were talking, like, yeah, let's go. We could just hop, skip, and jump, be like a half hour. And then somebody behind the scenes doesn't work anymore. It's like, oh, no, we're getting buses. It's like a 3.5 hour drive. Like, what the fuck, boss?
What a day. I'm so happy I canceled because that would have been really, really bad if it happened. So, it's
Yeah.
all right. Thank God.
God rest the Glenny Ball. And some birds weren't meant to fly, or excuse me, some birds weren't meant to be caged. Their wings are just too bright. So it's just Tyler a day.
Thanks for having me on. It's great to be here.
No, Dan, thank you for
Thank you,
for
Tyler.
coming.
You've been vital to getting my clips posted on the main account these last couple years.
Yeah.
Means a lot to me.
Well, of course. Happy to do it.
So we know that you're leaving for social media position, head position at the Empire State Building. How do you think the Dave Portnoy show went?
Or on my initial leave from the room, I thought it went really poorly. At the end of this month, I'll be tendering my resignation from Barstool.
What happened? Where are you going?
The Empire State Building.
What does that mean, besides the obvious?
They want a social media manager to build out their social strategy over there.
Hold on. You're telling me you're leaving Barstool Sports to be the social media manager of a building? Cement?
It's an iconic building.
An iconic building? What? Like that's like saying you want to go work for a Times Square billboard.
King Kong.
What do I got? A new rival, the Empire State Building? How do we lose? That could be the end of the company. Oh, we lost a guy to the Empire State Building.
Then
It
watching
was funny content, though.
Yeah, it was good. Watching
Yeah.
it back last night, it wasn't as bad as I initially experienced it. I thought I stood up for the integrity of the building well, and you know, his reaction was visceral but somewhat complimentary. Like the worst thing would be if he didn't care.
Yeah.
Like that'd be terrible. If you tell someone you're leaving and they don't care.
What just happened here?
Yeah.
Publicly.
So that would have been much worse. But it's been almost 5 years, and I'm excited for the new opportunity, but just still effusively thankful for everything I got to experience here.
Yeah, Dave said it, but like literally, is there anything that Dave could have offered, whether it was realistic or not, to keep you here?
I mean, yeah, sure.
What is it? What is it?
Weekends
what's the most
off.
what's the most unrealistic thing that you think of?
$250,000 a year, strictly vocal contract. I'm demanded 3 to 4 albums a year. So basically, like I'm a record signing.
Barstool Records. You could be our first.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think that's that unrealistic.
So has the Empire State Building watched the Dave Portnoy show yet?
Yes, and everything is hunky-dory. We're okay.
Okay, because he was saying some harsh things.
That
about
building's
that
been
place.
through a lot in 90 years. It's weathered a lot of storms, and it'll weather this one too.
All right.
Tyler O'Day
So-
running the show of New York's biggest monument. I'm so excited about that.
Have you talked to Clem?
It's
No,
not
I don't know
its
if he'll ever
biggest
talk to me
monument, though.
again.
Yeah, that's
It is its biggest monument.
I don't even think is it like the third tallest building in New York now, or the fifth?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
tallest is
one World
probably
Trade's
third.
taller, and I think one of the
495
super,
Park Avenue
yeah, the
is
super
taller.
towers.
I think it's 495
But
Park.
in terms of, I mean, I think it does.
Fourth.
I don't know. I just think for my money, it's a literally for my money. It's just I've always said it's a really cool building. It's emblematic. Are you asking a
I'm waving
question?
at you.
Fun fact: if you throw a penny off the Empire State Building and it hits someone in the head, their brain will explode.
Is that true?
That's an urban
Yeah.
myth.
No, I think it's true.
No, it's myth.
You
Really?
think you're going to go to the
You
observatory
couldn't throw
deck
it
every day?
off the building, first of all, because it's like
I think
Blocked.
I might. Like,
Well,
I think
if
that
you
might
If
be
you drop
something
a
I'm
penny
asked
from
to
We're in
that
two different
high, it will
conversations right now.
break a skull.
I disagree. But the social media manager, find out. We're going to
Yes.
ask you for a show tune to end the
Oh.
rundown.
I
So
have a question. Starting in September, like, will the tweets from that account be from you directly?
I do not believe so.
So you're going to be managing the
yeah.
folks
So
tweeting from
what
that?
do you say you're going to do there?
You're gonna have like a team of people over there.
I'm not fully keyed in on the structure like of it all, but I'll know more then.
Well, all that's a moot point because you're going to get $250K to record 3 to
Right.
4 albums a year.
Right.
I honestly don't think that's that unrealistic.
Exactly.
Give us a show tune to come out. The personal note, I'd like to say, I guess thank you in the end because we were going to have Fools Rush In as our wedding song, my wife and I, and then like 2 weeks before the wedding, you went semi-viral here singing it, and my wife said we can't use it now. So we changed the song to something, that ended up being better. So thank
What
you
did
very
you
much.
did you move it to?
We'll keep it private. Keep it private.
Can I hear about your wedding song?
I can tell you in private.
Bow to Bach Kid Rock.
Sure, balls. Tyler O'Day, close out the run.
I don't know what to do.
Give us some
Fools rush
Sinatra.
in. Yeah,
Huh?
or do some Frank.
My way?
Yeah, do some
Yeah.
Frank.
My way.
And
That's
now-
a funeral song, baby. Let's do it.
The end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, of this, of which I'm certain. I lived a charted course. I traveled every step along the byway, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Tyler.
That's the rundown.
Thank you.